I want to say a few words about Becky, and then I'll hand it over to her. So I've been aware of Becky's work for many years, and I'm always drawn to this balance that she has in her work between objective and non-objective aspects, between the figure and an abstraction of the figure. And there's a certain surrealist overtones in so much of her work, like her subconscious is operating through these pieces, which is dangerous if you get too close, right? And in this show, what I love is her use of the flower as a metaphor for the human condition, which is something that I've used in my own work. So I'm drawn to that aspect of this work very much. But I'm not going to say too much more about that because that's her job. So I will say a few things about Becky. Becky's been with us in the gallery for 10 years. She has worked very hard in all of her tasks, and particularly the juried show. For those of you who are aware of the juried show we do every July, this woman is an absolute dynamo in running that juried show, which is an enormous benefit to artists all through the city that come and participate. And I really admire her energy level and how much she puts into her work. The show that you see around her, she has put together in the face of very difficult physical obstacles. And she has managed to persevere through, in my judgment, a lot of difficulties in order to produce this show. And I really admire that, and as such, she's a deep inspiration to me. And she can do that because she has something that allows her to face through and walk through all of those difficulties. And that is passion. She has passion for this work, and she has passion for her beliefs. And nothing can replace that. And it is that energy that fills this room. And I honor that, and I respect it, and I am very inspired by it. Ladies and gentlemen, Becky Soria.
Welcome to the gallery. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I want to thank all of my friends, gallery friends, art lovers for joining the gallery and myself tonight. All of this that you see here put together not be happening without the help of my fellow gallery artists. Thank you so much. I have brief words about my work this year. First, I'm so thankful and happy to have my daughter and my son, Rebecca and JF, here with me tonight. They came from Virginia and Colorado, respectively. After my last exhibition in 2017, when I presented the contemporary goddesses, I knew I had to have hand surgery. Because of it, I started painting way ahead before the surgery, and afterwards returned to work slowly with one hand till my recovery. As I went through my healing process, I was pondering ideas about humanity, women's issues, then something sparkled in my mind about the interconnection of plants, flowers, seeds, pods, the healing, and the regenerating and knowing of who we are within our place in nature. Aware that we are at a crossroads in terms of environmental issues that are and will be affecting our planet, from the deforestation of the lands to the polluting of our rivers and oceans, to the extinctions of our fellow animals, to the climate changes impacting everything alive in our planet. I wanted to look at the long tradition of the feminine, fertilization, reproduction, being symbolized through the floral, seeds, and plants. I find this tradition especially, and once again, very relevant to our humanity and a natural world that I would like to defend. I have learned that the Swedish botanist Carolus Linnaeus was the one who started naming plants and flowers with Latin names because the regular names varied so much from region to region. These Latin words seem more appropriate and pertinent to my works since they are mostly abstracted projections of what I wanted to represent. So, I thought a combination of different Latin words could describe my intentions well. And to finalize, I want to share with you how I felt these works were coming to life. With energy, passion, and color. With strength, depth, and reflection. With sensuality, reds and purples. With healing, flowering curves of grace. With impact, relentless striking greens. With forgiveness, riveting paths. With symbiosis, earth, roots, and flowers. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the night. Enjoy the art, the gallery, the wine, and the friends. Thank you so much.
Thank you.